Welcome back to Melody Guitar Book 3. This book focuses on reading and playing melodies in standard music notation. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Melody Guitar 3 that you can read from and write in. Plus, you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. We're on page 55. We just have one melody to learn, but it's a little bit challenging. It combines dotted quarter notes and 16th notes, plus it has a couple double hammer-ons. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. On page 55, we have number 121. This is Trumpet Voluntary. It's in common time, same as 4/4 time. It's marked maestoso, which means majestically, quarter equals 100. It has 1 sharp in the key signature. That's going to be F sharp. To find our major key, we take that F sharp, raise it by 1 fret or 1/2 step, find ourselves in the key of G major. This has a tricky rhythm in this one, so before we talk about the song, let's look at the example at the top of page 55. In this example, you can see we have a half note, G, dotted half note A on beat 3, and then 16th note G and A at the end of the measure, and then it goes to the next measure, which is 1, 2, and 3, 4. Let's look at the rhythm in the first measure of this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. And this is counted exactly the way you would count it in the second example, where we have the A tied over to an 8th note A. And again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. So play those 16th notes beginning on the and of 4. I'll do it one more time because you're going to see this a lot in this melody. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. And now let's get into this melody. It starts off with the exact same music we were looking at in the example. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And in this last measure of the first line, just because it sounds nice, I like to hold the A down while I play those 3 Ds. Second line begins the same as the first line. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. Now notice we have some hammer-ons here in this third measure of the second line. So make sure you play those evenly. We don't want play it as evenly as you would if you picked it. 1 and 2 and 3. In lines 3 and 4, we have a double hammer-on. Line 3, we have a B, C sharp, dotted quarter note, and then we have a double hammer-on from a B to a C sharp, that's still a C sharp because of our rule of accidentals, to a D in the next measure. That's going to be... And even though those are different notes, this is the same rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. Now we have a C natural here. We don't technically need this natural sign in front of the C because it resets after the previous measure. However, it's just nice to have that, and that's why that natural sign is in parentheses. Moving on, these next few notes are all part of a G chord. So if you really wanted to go crazy here and just not have to move your fingers, you could hold down a G chord. Actually, you wouldn't need the first string. And you're good to go there. Line 4 starts just like line 3. So that same double hammer, hammer on. Lines 5 and 6 are exactly the same as lines 1 and 2, so let's skip to line 7. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now this is an F sharp here because we have an F sharp in the key signature. And if you need to, just mark those F sharps in music so you don't miss them. And then this A right here, I'm playing in second position. In other words, I'm going to play this A with my first finger. That doesn't mean you have to. You can stay in first position, but I'm going to show you a fingering you can use here. Finger 1, finger 3 on this F sharp, finger 1, and then this open B. Although you could also play this open B right here. You could play it on 3rd string, 4th fret. Same note. So whichever floats your boat. And then beginning of line 8, that's just repetition of the same measure. And then the last two measures of line 8 and all of line 9 are exactly the same as the first two lines. Your assignment is to practice Trumpet Voluntary on page 55 and be very precise with your rhythm. As always, work on keeping a steady tempo by playing along with the video or play to a metronome so you can choose your own tempo. And don't forget to order your own copy of Melody Guitar 3. The link is in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 56. We have melodies with 16th notes, hammer-ons, and pull-offs.